saying it before. So somebody like you is, don't be sad. You know, some of you, I wish I could give you a hug. You know, some of you, I wish I could, you know, give you a hug, embrace you. But what I want to tell you is, don't be, don't be sad. And I know I was reading some of what you guys had to say, but many of you are going through a lot of the same things, right? And some of you have, um, you just, hey, how you doing? You're just dealing with betrayal. Some of you are being able to pick up on things. Your spiritual gifts are being heightened. And then you see people treating you funny. You know, some of you said you have issues with your family. But this is what came to my spirit just a minute ago as I was completing one of my workouts. Is And I was reflecting back on some of the things that you guys were saying because I was thinking there's so many people around the world that are just going through so much, and some people just need a listening ear, and sometimes people you just need a brother, you just need a sister, somebody who actually cares about you for real, you know, and you want somebody that's there, not because you paying them to be there, but because they want to be there, right? But so many people don't have that because we're living in a world where there's so much selfish people. But you know, as I was just reflecting on all of that, what everybody is going through, what came to my spirit as I was just finishing up my workout is, what did you lose? And that's a question I want to pose to you guys. You know, you don't have to give an answer, but it's to kind of like, it's to provoke thought, to provoke your thought. Just think about it. From the people that you were pouring into, the people that you were loving, because many of you, you seem very like empathetic. You seem like, you know, you have love in your heart, and that's just all. That just all ties you to the Father. That just means you. That's confirmation that you're connected to the Father, because God is love. For God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, that whosoever shall believe in Him shall not perish but have everlasting life. You know, and then it tells us love is the greatest gift of all. And so I want you to ask yourself, um, what did you lose? Think about that. What did you lose? Every situation, every circumstances, whether it was your ex-lovers, ex-friends, brothers, sisters, family members, whatever it was. Look back at the situations and circumstances. You were the one, you probably were the one giving. You probably were the one showing support. You know, you probably were the one being a listening ear. You probably were the one doing the most calling or checking on them. You probably were the one sharing your skills, your resources. And you probably had people who always wanted to be in your business. You probably had people who always wanted to, you know, ask you questions, who always seemed like they were over interested in your life, your situation. But when it came to their lives, they probably were extremely private, you know. And some of them same people probably were people who were very negative, probably never had nothing to pour back into you. Your hair is so pretty.
Hers?
Yeah. Oh, yours is too.
Oh,
And,
thank
and
you.
yours.
Your hair's pretty.
But she had like a whole hair full of gray hair, and it's just so long and pretty. But you probably never had. You probably were the one that were doing all of the, you know, pouring out, right? And so when you think about it, as you move on, yes, some of you feel lonely. Yes, you feel like you're by yourself because it's like you you really did, you know, like um, you didn't lose anything though. If you really think about it, like when you really think about it, you're grieving just that presence. But when you are in some of those people's presence, they cause you grief, they cause you frustration, they make you angry. Your energy is drained, you feel weak. So as you begin to separate yourself because you're beginning to love yourself, you're beginning to realize, I don't deserve this. You don't deserve a friend like me. So I don't want this friendship anymore. You know, I don't want somebody in my life who is manipulative, you know, who strategically tries to say things to take a dab at my spirit. I don't want to constantly deal with your messiness. I don't want to deal with that drama. You never say anything uplifting. You never say anything positive. Why do I want someone attached to me who's always so needy? You always need me to do this. You always need me to do that. Anytime you come around, it's going to be you pulling something from me. You never come around and assess what I have going on. You never pour into me. You never even give me a kind word. You never tell me that you're proud of me for the things that I have going on. So, what am I really losing? I want you to sit inside of yourself and I want you to think about that. And when you're by yourself, yes, you may feel lonely sometimes because you don't have a physical person there anymore. But when you realize that you love yourself, you will never say anything to yourself to hurt yourself. You're not draining your own energy. Now you got your creative ideas coming around. Now you got your plate clear so you can finally meet your tribe. You can meet other brothers and sisters who have gone through or who have gone through or who are going through the same situations or similar situations that you are going through or have already passed through. You see, so now you're beginning to see that you were never alone. You just didn't connect with your tribe yet. You just didn't never connected with someone who had a heart like yours. You never had met someone who truly had a heart of love. You were surrounded by leeches. You were surrounded by takers. You were surrounded by manipulators, liars, people who were selfish and not selfless, you know? And so once you disconnect from all of that dysfunction, you now find yourself being more full of joy, more happier. You get creative ideas. You don't have anyone around you to shoot your ideas down. And so even though you may be alone, would you rather endure that wilderness so that you can continue learning what's on the inside of you? Or would you rather go back for that physical presence or that relationship that wasn't even serving you? It wasn't even feeding you. You see what I'm saying? So ask yourself, look in the mirror, look at how beautiful you are. You know, you didn't lose anything. Look in the mirror. What did I really, really lose? Think about it. Did I lose a support system? Did I lose someone who was really supporting me? Did I lose someone who was encouraging to me? Did I lose someone who was giving me ideas and we were growing together, bouncing ideas off each other? Did I lose someone who was constantly stealing from me, trying to steal my ideas, pass them off as their own? You know, did I lose someone who was a thief, a liar? You know, if I did, then why would I want that back in my life? I don't deserve that, you know? So don't be sad. Just think about it. You didn't lose anything. You did not lose anything. So that's all I wanted to share. I'm about to get back on my workouts and stuff, and I just wanted to get in a little quiet space and share that. Do not be sad. You know, I know one of our sisters, she said she cried a lot, and I think crying is a good thing because it places us in touch with our feelings, our emotions. There's nothing wrong with that, and I think it cleanses the soul. You know, and then sometimes too when you're worshiping, you know, I know sometimes when I feel the presence of the Lord come upon me, I don't have words. Everybody reacts different. Sometimes I cry, you know. So in that sense, my crying is never a weakness; it's a sign of strength, you know. But anyway, I love you. If nobody told you that they love you today, I'm telling you, your little country bucket sister loves you. You are it, baby. You are the blessing. Always remember that. If nobody tells you, Laban would have never told Jacob that he was the blessing. He wanted to keep using Jacob. You see what I'm saying? But you are the blessing, and people know you are blessed. You're gonna meet people. You're gonna meet people that point out your greatness. You're gonna meet people that applaud you. And anytime you see people cannot celebrate who you are or appreciate who you are or respect what God is doing in your life, those are not people that you need to surround yourself with. When people try to intentionally make you feel small because they know you are big, when they try to make you feel last because they know you are first, cut those people off. You deserve to be around people who can see what's on the inside of you and help nurture that and love on that, you know, and be grateful to have you in their presence. People need to be appreciated, you know, not tolerated, not and people need to be loved, not used. So anyway, God bless you. I love you. Have a blessed day.